It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good evening. Welcome to Nottingham High School, the home of the Northstars, as we get you ready for high school basketball tonight on the WBCB Sports Network. The Northstars hosting the Hamilton West Hornets in CVC opening round action. Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, outstanding Italian cuisine in nearby Ewing Township, New Jersey. Thanks to the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, Saul Funeral Homes, the Trenton Thunder, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show getting you set for tonight's action here coming up in just a moment. Thanks to Haldeman Ford, Hamilton Township Education Association, and I think we got them all, the Hyundai of Trenton, all on hand for tonight's game. And we have Mercer County Sports Hall of Famer on hand, Rich Fisher, with us to help set the stage. These two teams met back on January 31st. We had the game on WBCB. Ended up being a lopsided victory for the Northstars, a game they desperately needed at that point in their season. Coach Raba telling me they needed to right the ship and stop the bleeding. They did that last Saturday, and then they ripped off. They had a great week after that, ripping off 3 straight wins. So 4 straight for the Northstars. Meanwhile, for Hamilton West, they're seeking a little bit of revenge, and they need to maybe muddy the waters a little bit in this game in order to have a shot to advance and survive in this CVC tournament.
Yeah, well, when these two teams meet, the waters automatically get muddied. I mean, they all know each other. I mean, it's a Donnybrook. It's Jelly Bean Austin stopping by. These two teams go at it hard, and they're not going to give an inch. Even when the game may be out of reach, they're still going to be going at it. And but you're right. I mean, Nottingham now coming in here with 4 straight, feeling a little better about themselves. And now's the time of the year. Traditionally, Chris Raba gets his teams better late in the season, and it's late in the season now. Well, now it's the tournament, so you're on a winning streak coming in the tournament. Hamilton, on the other hand, having lost 4 of their last 5 and 2 straight. The interesting thing is, though, I mean, their losses have been by 4, 5, and 8 points. So they've been hanging in the games. They just haven't been able to get over the hump. And Hamilton is a team, they really haven't had a lot of success in tournaments lately. They would love to get a big win, especially against a team like this, Nottingham. It's got to be their biggest rival. And, and also there's 3 guys on the Nottingham roster who are transfers from West. Darlin Antoine, Chris Dormavelle, Samir Kastrat. They all played for West, so, and now they're at Nottingham, so there's no love lost between these two teams, Chris.
Yeah, they say familiarity breeds contempt, and these two squads, they know each other very well, and so sometimes that adds a little bit of extra energy and animosity to this game. Hamilton West coming in with a 7-14 overall record. The Nottingham Northstars 14-7. So the Northstars earning the 7 seed here in the CVC tournament. Hamilton West coming in as the 10 seed, and the winner here will get to play either Trenton or West Windsor-Plainsboro South in the quarterfinal round on Thursday. Trenton coming in as the 2 seed, so heavy favorites in that game over West Windsor-Plainsboro South. And then if you get past the quarterfinal round, the semis are next Wednesday, and then the final on February 21st at West Windsor-Plainsboro North.
Yes.
So to wrap everything up here for the CVC, that's where these teams are hoping to be.
Yeah, that's a long way away right now. You got to get past game 1, and when you look at the brackets, this looks like it should be one of the more competitive games, but it really wasn't. When these two teams played at Hamilton, it was 53-32, and Nottingham just put on a defensive clinic in that game. they held the Hornets to 11 for 39 shooting. They had 13 turnovers, and Hamilton did not hit double figures in any one quarter in that game. It was just a tremendous defensive game by Nottingham. And that's when Nottingham's going good, they're defending, Chris.
And one of the difference makers for the North Stars on the offensive end was Thomas Coleman. And one of the elements for the North Stars, they are at one of their healthiest points in this season with some of their guys who have been injured coming back, like sharpshooter Thomas Coleman, who was outstanding shooting from distance in the first matchup between these two teams. And so we'll see if he goes. But different guys have emerged for the North Stars throughout the season. Quashawn Roberts had 18 in their win over Allentown. That's their last game on February the 7th. And they had a 71-62 victory in that one. But Roberts helping to power them to that win.
Well, and that's the point. That's the difference between these two teams. Really, Hamilton is basically led by two main scorers. Their guards, Norian Martinez and Nikai Bradshaw. They're their main guns. And Luke Radoslavich, he can have some big scoring games underneath at times too. But Nottingham, like you just said, any of their top 6 guys in a rotation can come out and have a big game. And, you know, you mentioned Coleman in the first game. He was a game-time decision in that game. He came off the bench. They weren't even sure if he was going to play. And not only that, they desperately needed him because their best shooter, Harry Bissett, was in foul trouble pretty much the entire game. And they have two shooters, Bissett and Coleman. If one's in foul trouble, the other one has to step up. And Coleman, despite his aches and pains, he stepped up and came up big. But you never know who's going to come up with Bradshaw. But they were held to a combined 11 points in that game. You know, you slow those guys down, it's going to be a tough night if you're Hamilton West.
You know, be looking at the matchup between Liam Cox and Luke Radoslavich. Cox was our player of the game in that first matchup between these two teams, had a double-double in that game, but Radoslavich is the captain of this Hamilton West Hornets team. He's the heart of this group, and so if he's able to have a good performance in that matchup, that could be a turning point in this game. And he needs to slow down Liam Cox, who was really good both at close range and cleaning up the glass in that first game.
Yeah, I mean, Radoslavich had a double-double that game, 17 and 13, and Radoslavich with just 2 points and 6 rebounds in that game. So, yeah, that's a key matchup. If Radoslavich can sort of neutralize Cox a little bit, you know, that would really help. That would help in a big way for Hamilton.
They'll take a neutralization or a nullification.
Nullification, yeah.
Either way.
I mean, you know.
But that's easier said than done. Liam Cox has been a pretty consistent element on this North Star team throughout the season.
Yep, he's a good player. He was their big return. He coming back from last year. You know, the kid works hard, and basketball is his only sport. And but it's interesting. He doesn't play AAU or anything like that. He's busy in the classroom. 4.95 GPA. So, you know, he's got more in his life going on in basketball, but he does come out here and give Nottingham a good presence in the paint. So, look, you know, on paper, this game obviously, and by the seeds and by the records, obviously Nottingham is the favorite. But I've seen the favorites in this particular matchup go down to defeat at times. So you can never really predict what's going to happen when it comes to Hamilton-Nottingham basketball.
All right, well, we thank you for being with us for the Trentonian pregame show as we get to tonight's starters. First for the visiting Hamilton West Hornets. Also want to mention tonight's game brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. And here is Elijah Enriquez, 6'2", senior forward, first out for Brandon Johnson's Hornets. And he is joined by Keon Tucker, Norian Martinez.
Enriquez is 34.
Nikai Bradshaw, yeah, that's his, I think he's got 25
okay.
when he's at home and 34 when he's on the road. And here is Luke Radoslavich, the 6'4" sophomore forward, rounding out the starting five for Brandon Johnson. So you got Martinez, Tucker, Bradshaw, Radoslavich, and Williams. And here come the North Stars. Again, CVC opening round action here on WBCB. And the first out, Chris Dormeville, the 6'1" senior guard.
Dante Vasquez.
Dante Vasquez, 6'3" senior swingman. And here's their sharpshooter, Harry Bissett, the 5'10" junior guard. 6-foot junior swingman, James Rumpf. And here is the 6'4" senior forward, Liam Cox, rounding out the starting five for Coach Raba. So you got Rumpf, Bissett, Vasquez, Dormeville, and Liam Cox. And we will step aside and return here for the start of tonight's game on WBCB as the North Stars host the Hornets of Hamilton West.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
All right, back here at the home of the North Stars for high school basketball tonight on WBCB.
Yeah, we should mention right before the national anthem, Nottingham held a moment of silence for Rich Roach, the former Notre Dame athletic director and basketball coach who passed away this week. Way too young, and very sad, and very nice of Nottingham to have the moment of silence for Rich Roach. And take it away, Pilgrim.
Definitely a huge loss for the Mercer County high school basketball community, and well done by the North Star community to honor Rich Roach before the game as we are underway in the CVC tournament opening round action, and Harry Bissett controls for the Nottingham North Stars. Again, they come in with a 14-7 overall record. Hamilton West at 7-14. These two teams met back on January 31st. It was a big North Star win by a 53-32 final. Now they get it inside, drop it down low, and Liam Cox's shot is blocked. Nice job to bounce it down low to Liam Cox by Vasquez. The block shot goes out of bounds. North Stars get right back to it. Bissett out to the wing. Dormerville inside. Vasquez rises up. His jumper goes off of a Hornet and out of bounds, so we'll stay with Nottingham.
And Nottingham's getting a little fortunate here. A couple of missed shots, and both times going off the Hornets.
North Stars get it into Bissett. Now Dormerville drops it into the paint. Vasquez kicks it back out. Matchup zone here for the Hamilton West Hornets. And right now just kind of surveying the defense. They get it inside to Vasquez, kick it back out. Dribble drive, but again, they pull it back to the perimeter. Then they try to get it inside. It's tipped away and taken away. Corral Miller with the steal.
Nottingham very patient in that first set, but came away with nothing.
Martinez over midcourt, out to Corral Miller. His three-point shooting, one of the bright spots the first time these two teams met. Now around the perimeter to Martinez. Up top, Radoslavich starts to dribble out on the wing. Three on the way, in and out for Bradshaw, but they keep it alive. A second chance for the Hornets. Enriquez in heavy traffic, able to hold on to it, and they reset.
I kind of thought he traveled there a little bit. Like, looked like he was dragging his leg, but maybe not.
Now Martinez from up top will call out the play, pull up with the jumper and drain it. Nurian Martinez has the Hornets on the scoreboard first. North Stars back to work. James Rumpf, kind of the straw that stirs the drink, the playmaker for this North Star team. Around the perimeter, Vasquez to Bissett for three. Comes up empty on that attempt, but second chance for the North Stars. Dormerville dribbles in, then back out to Bissett. And now Dormerville checks with Coach Rabba.
Nottingham very patient. I guess they're just probing and looking to see what they can get here.
And with the Hornets in this zone defense, you got the opportunity to be a little bit more patient. Nice job to find Cox as Vasquez drops it down low to him. He can't get the finish, and the ball deflected out of bounds. And it will stay with Nottingham.
Again with Nottingham. Yeah, this is kind of similar to what Hamilton played last time.
Liam Cox with a nice bounce to Vasquez. And Vasquez with a little hesitation, and then he drops that in to tie us up at 2. CVC opening round action. The winner here will meet either Trenton or West Windsor Plainsboro South on Thursday in the quarterfinal round. Bradshaw up top to Miller. Miller bounce to Henriquez, and Elijah Enriquez using the body expertly off glass makes it 4-2. James Rumpf in the paint. Rises, takes contact, gets the whistle, and a trip to the line.
I don't even think Enriquez started the last game. Maybe they want to get a little bigger presence in there.
Yeah, he was not a starter, nor was the 5'10 junior shooting guard, Corral Miller. But both those guys in the starting 5 tonight for Coach Brandon Johnson. All right, that one went about halfway down for James Rumpf. Pops back out again.
Yep. Teaser.
Knocks down free throw number 2 to make it a 1-point game. Hamilton West working it over midcourt. Bradshaw to Radoslavich, gets it right back from him. Both of these teams packing in a zone defense look. Now they extend that zone. Radoslavich trying to throw it inside off of Hardwick, and then a whistle and a foul as Dormerville takes contact. And Bradshaw picks up his second. No, excuse me, his first, the team's second.
Enriquez had the first one. Late arriving crowd here, getting in our way. Whoa.
That time the runner from Dormerville goes way over the glass.
We've seen some pretty
out of bounds.
Pretty off shots today. Air balls from the corner. That one.
Well, these two teams may be feeling a little CVC tournament jitters.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know, it's different. It's a whole different level now.
And you got to survive and advance to move on to the next round. Corral Miller, nice sidestep. 3 is good. Makes it 7-3, and it's a good start for Hamilton West.
Yes, it is. After the last game, they wanted to have a good start, sort of wipe that from their memories and show that they can play a lot closer to Nottingham than they showed the first time.
Wow, big bump right there on Radoslavich as Vasquez comes across the paint. They get it down low to Cox. His shot is blocked. Khalil Hardwick says, no, sir.
Well, he was fouled. Or was that on the putback?
Looked like the block was clean, but it is Liam Cox at the free throw line with 2 coming his way. Can't connect on the first one. He was our player of the game in the North Star win over Hamilton West on January 31st. Eyes' second free throw. And that one rims out, pulled down by Hardwick.
1 for 4 from the line early for Nottingham. That's not good.
Yeah, so if either team feeling the jitters right now, it seems to be the North Stars are pulling the trigger. Corral Miller, that was a healthy 3, a little too strong. Dormerville slips 2 defenders, drops it down to Liam Cox, and he just kind of lost it as he went up for the shot. Deflected off of the Hornets, so we'll stay down here with the North Stars.
I tell you, Hamilton has played very good interior defense right now.
Rumpf out to Coleman. Looked like it was on target, but just rims out for Thomas Coleman and goes out of bounds back to Hamilton West.
Well, Hamilton finally got one to go off Nottingham down that end.
Today's game brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. Ticket information at trentonthunder.com/tickets. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. Martinez flips it across to Miller, gets it back up top, pump fake, slips the defender. No, Rumpf is still there, blocks the shot, loose in the paint. Radoslavich out to Bradshaw, and his runner will get him to the line. Comes up short, but contact on Nakai Bradshaw. And so he'll have a chance for 2 at the free throw line.
First free throws for the Hornets in this game.
And Bradshaw keeps this hot start for Hamilton West going.
Well, the defense has been what's doing it. Nottingham with just 1 basket so far in the first 6 minutes.
Bradshaw gets them both. Hornets up half a dozen. And now for the North Stars, they need to try to get a rhythm going. Get some good looks at the bucket. And those shots will start to fall. Up top here to James Rumpf. Have a 3-2 zone defense. Rumpf now out on the wing. Passes to Bissett. Gets it right back. Starts to drive. Scoop shot. Traveled. Travel violation on James Rumpf, and he turns it over to Hamilton West with 1:26 to go first quarter.
Nottingham, you're right, they're just having trouble getting into any kind of rhythm right now. You know, what Nottingham needs, they need to be able to get that press going and get that defense and get some transition buckets.
Bradshaw for 3. No, Radoslavich there. Offensive rebound, bounces back to Bradshaw. He can't finish. Enriquez is there. Heavy traffic, and he gets to the line. Elijah Enriquez doing work inside. And with 1:03 to go in the first quarter, he can try to extend this Hamilton West lead.
Yeah, he's making a difference. You know, we had mentioned about Radoslavich and Cox, but Enriquez is, you know, he's a wide body in there. He's doing a really nice job.
Officials here: Rick Garzillo, Craig Owens, Nick Beers tonight. 1 for 2 at the line for Enriquez. You talked about the defensive effort from the Northstars the first time these two teams met. And right now it's Hamilton West who's playing outstanding defense.
Yep.
Locking them down. Bissett up top, drops it down to James Rumpf. Nice pass over to Liam Cox, but his shot blocked by Radoslavich. But that's about the third time they've gone to Liam Cox, and a good closeout defense has negated his shot.
Absolutely, yeah. Radoslavich over quick.
Now Martinez with 15 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Trying to work the clock so Hamilton West can get the last shot. Establishes some space. Nice pass inside to Enriquez. Who hesitates, slips 2 defenders, and banks it home. Elijah Enriquez takes us to the end of the first quarter with the Nottingham Northstars trailing the Hamilton West Hornets 12-3. And tonight's game on WBCB brought to you by Saul Funeral Home. Since 1899, proud to be part of your greater Hamilton Township community, Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home, a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and its guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website, saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes proud to sponsor tonight's game, and they hope you're enjoying the action on WBCB. Thanks also to Hyundai of Trenton. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Hyundai Kona, Palisade, Tucson, Santa Fe, Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. No one has the selection or the special pricing that Hyundai of Trenton has. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars if you were ever thinking of a new car, SUV, or EV vehicle. Now's the time to buy at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township.
Well, if you're looking for a difference maker in this game so far, he just inbounded it. Elijah Enriquez, he has been the man for Hamilton right now. 5 points, 2 rebounds, and stellar defense.
Now he's playing point center up top there as he gets the offense going.
What can he do?
Morrell with the handoff over to Martinez. Martinez bottled up by James Rumpf.
That's amazing. Nottingham with just 3 points in the quarter. 1 basket, 1 foul shot, 1 for 8 shooting.
And about almost a handful of blocked shots for Hamilton West. Radoslavich with a 3. No. Enriquez with the offensive rebound on the backside. Gives it to Martinez. Swish.
Man.
Give the assist to the big man right there.
Yep.
Makes it 15-3. Hornets in front. Bissett, pump fake, thinks about letting it go. Coleman inside to Rumpf.
Blocked
Rumpf has it deflected from behind, goes to Liam Cox, and he gets the finish.
Well, how bad did Nottingham need that?
They get the benefit of a bounce, and Liam Cox makes no mistake. Cuts the lead to 10.
Well, Nottingham needs some kind of spark. Let's see if that gives it to them. Or
Martinez bounces to Enriquez. Nice shovel pass over to Radoslavich. The vision from the big man this time. Another assist for Enriquez.
Exactly, 2 in a row now.
And that time Radoslavich says, thank you very much. It was easy work for him to make it 17-5.
Yeah, well, Enriquez just drove the baseline. He saw him just standing there, and nobody covered him. Oh, that's an open shot. You cannot miss those.
Picking up the loose ball, Enriquez flips it over to Martinez. Smart play there. Correll Miller for 3. Just off the front rim. And then off of Liam Cox. And so the Hornets get benefit of I don't know if Cox just mishandled that one.
Yeah, he had it, and he started to break, and, you know. I mean, right now, Hamilton's feeling it right now. You know, they got the rebound, they're pushing the ball, they're shooting. They missed that last shot, but they're shooting with confidence.
I'll tell you what, I'm feeling the warmer weather. Even, you know, it's not warm out there yet, but a little bit warmer. That was pretty nice today. And when we look towards the summer, we got Trenton Thunder baseball to look forward to, and much warmer weather. Trenton Thunder, you can check the ticket information, complete full and half season ticket memberships, as well as multi-game packages on sale now for the 2026 season. Yeah, baseball will be back. The warm weather will be back sooner than you think. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. And coming to Hamilton Township, the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfathers created back in 1938 when they started their tomato pie. And soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township, you'll be able to enjoy Tyler DiLorenzo's iconic Trenton tomato pie, along with their tasty soups, sandwiches, other great traditional family delicacies. If you want to enjoy them, check out their Levittown location. You can check them out right now. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. We thank them for bringing you portions of tonight's game on WBCB. Now the Northstars ramping up the pressure, and they get a steal. Liam Cox takes it away and finishes.
Well, and that's what Nottingham wants to do.
Finishes and one.
Yeah. They made I'm guessing that timeout, they made a conscientious effort, come out, extend the zone, come out and make some more pressure defense, which they did. And I guess Hamilton calling a time. Is that Hamilton timeout?
Yeah, the Hornets will talk things over. 30-second timeout on the floor with 5:24 to go in the second quarter. And the Northstars trailing here. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action, you can read about today's game in tomorrow's Trentonian for your complete local and national news. 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
See, that's what Nottingham likes to do. They like to get transition baskets. Brandon Johnson's upset about something over there.
Yeah, did they put the points up on the board? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Score's right. 17-7.
So what is the issue?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
They said the foul was on the wrong player.
Okay.
Cox unable to complete the three-point play at the line, so it stays a 10-point game. Directing traffic here is Khalil Hardwick. Starts to dribble. Radoslavich left wide open. Fires away. No. Follows it up. Gets his own miss. Pulls it down. Keeps it alive. Over to Correll Miller. Correll Miller. Healthy three. He got it.
Well, Miller hitting a couple threes now. Inside, outside. They're getting it done.
I mean, that was from deep. That was from Hamilton West. It was so far out there.
Well, Radoslavich took a long one, and he got the benefit of that long rebound because he was still out there.
That time, Leon Cox a little bit too far underneath the bucket. His shot no good, and then it's deflected out of bounds. Stays with Nottingham. Checking back in for the Hornets is Enriquez. Bissett left open.
And that got Liam Cox pumped up. He shook his fist in the direction of Bissett.
Yeah, he's trying to get that energy going. He was pumped up.
Well, they need it. I mean, they need it. They're flat.
Again, that extending that zone defense, making it a little more uncomfortable for the guards up top. They get it inside to Radoslavich. He tries to hit a cutting Carell Miller and misses the mark. It goes out of bounds. And now the North Stars starting to gain a little momentum.
A little bit. I mean, you know.
They got a ways to go.
Yeah, they haven't got on any kind of run at all. I mean,
midway through the second quarter, great to have you with us tonight on WBCB. Chris Ermer, Rich Fisher, Gus the Bus Barber, Ethan Maldonado here from Nottingham High School. Tonight's game brought to you by Haldeman Ford. We thank them for supporting these high school athletes and giving us a little CVC tournament coverage. Always a great time of year.
Oh, I love this time of year.
James Rump, clear path to the bucket.
That
and
was
one.
pretty. That was pretty. Kind of went in and ducked under. And right before he got underneath the backboard, put it up, went through the contact. Well done by James
And
Rump.
he just took advantage of an opportunity, saw the defense part, saw those C's part for him, and straight line to the bucket, took a little contact, and completes the three-point play.
Well, now maybe Nottingham's feeling a little momentum. They haven't been putting any pressure on Hamilton for the most of this game. Maybe see how the Hornets will react now.
Around the perimeter, Bradshaw starts to dribble.
And again, yeah, kind of extending.
Double teamed, and now over to Miller. A three,
Oh.
another one for Carell Miller.
Have a game, Carell Miller. My.
And it seems like he doesn't care where he's shooting from.
No.
His range is the gym right now.
His range is the gym. I like that.
There's a three. Kashawn Roberts with an answer.
Rashawn Roberts is one of those guys, if he hits the first one, you may see him hit a few more.
Yeah, he had 4 threes in their win over Allentown. Miller, another three, this time a little too strong, and a nice job by Liam Cox to pull down the rebound for the North Stars.
And the North Stars pushing it. That's what they want to do. But if the break's not there, here they drop back in again, then it's deliberate offense.
And these half-court sets have not resulted in a lot of good looks
No.
tonight so far for Nottingham.
No,
And there it results in
turnover.
a steal. Radoslavich with the takeaway. Puts on the brakes across the floor. Miller thinks about the three. Instead gives it to Enriquez. Knocks into one defender. No whistle. Bradshaw on the other end of the paint. He'll get to the line.
Enriquez kind of quieted down there for a little bit, but
And the whistle picked up by Keon Tucker.
Enriquez with those 2 fouls, so he's out.
You got Radoslavich, Hardwick, Miller, Martinez, and Bradshaw at the line for Hamilton West. Bradshaw 1 for 2. And it's a 9-point Hamilton West advantage here in the CVC opening round game. Winner here moves to the quarter to take on either Trenton or West Windsor Plainsboro South if they can pull the upset.
They had 27 points up there, and I got all confused. I started going back and looking at my scorebook.
Rump gets it down low to Liam Cox. Can't finish. Ball saved inbounds, loose on the floor. Cox has it. Knocked away from him, picked up by Carell Miller, and then Miller is fouled.
Great
Foul picked
hustle.
up there by Kashawn Roberts.
Great hustle by Liam Cox, but
A lot of guys out there hustling and giving it their all.
Yeah, Hornets swarmed all around them.
Bradshaw bounces into Martinez as we get down near the 1 minute mark in the first half. Hamilton West, the 10 seed, with a 24-16 lead over the 7 seed Nottingham.
Yeah, and it hasn't been a fluke. They have played well.
Nice pass inside to Enriquez. Great find by Martinez. And it's a 10-point game. Northstars trying to respond.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd like to go into the locker room down by less than 10.
Out to Dormeville. Bounces up top to Bissett.
See if they can get Bissett open for a three. No, another steal.
Deflected by Radoslavich. And they call it kickball.
Radoslavich has been really pesky defensively. Getting in passing lanes, coming up with steals. It's like night and day, first game to this game.
Dormeville now with 13 seconds, holds and directs his teammates. Gets it back, and now 7 seconds remaining. Northstars want to get a good look here from the baseline. Dormeville, no. Cox pulls it down and can't get the shot back up again. He's bottled up, and we reach the end of the first half. It's Hamilton West 26 and Nottingham 16. CVC opening round action on WBCB, and today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. They would like to take this opportunity to wish all of the students in the area the best of luck and let them know that they're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. All right, stay with us. We'll be back in just a little bit. Take a look at first half scoring and stats and get you ready for second half action here on WBCB as Hamilton West with a 10-point halftime lead.
Hello, my name's Jeff. I'm the proud mayor of Hamilton Township. I'm here today at halftime to talk to you about our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter and how we need your help to clear the shelter. Right now, we have dogs, we have cats, but we are over our capacity at the shelter, and we need your help to help these animals find their forever home and join a loving family. There are a variety of ways that you can help. Obviously, the biggest is adopting. So whether you're looking for a big or small dog, a young or old cat, we likely have what would fit you and your family's needs at our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. If you can't adopt right now, maybe you can consider fostering. Fostering is a great opportunity to help an animal get out of the shelter, to start to get accustomed to living with a family, and I promise you, you're going to fall in love with it. But if you don't eventually adopt, it puts that animal in a great position to be adopted by somebody else. If you can't adopt and you can't foster, look to volunteer. So many of these animals just need some love and attention and to know that they are loved so they can have success at their next forever home. We have information at our website if you want to adopt, if you want to foster, if you want to volunteer. Google Hamilton Township Animal Shelter and it'll be one of the first things that pops up. If you want to go and talk to somebody in person, our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter is at 2100 Sylvan Avenue, located right next to our Department of Public Works. If you want to talk to somebody in person, you can call 609-890-3550. So remember, adopt, foster, volunteer, and if none of those are good for you, we know time is valuable, even just donating money, which allows us to buy maybe some extra toys to get the animals having some fun while they're in the shelter. Donating food or blankets, any number of things that can be donated. We have the list again on our website. So again, we need your help to help the animals. And I know you've got it in you. I know you have a warm heart for our animals here at the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. So I hope either can adopt, foster, volunteer, or donate. You take some time and help us out to help these animals out. I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope to see you around soon, and thank you for your help.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Welcome back to the home of the North Stars. It's Hamilton West in front at halftime, 26-16 in CVC opening round action. And before we got started, a moment of silence tonight for former Notre Dame athletic director and longtime high school basketball coach and mentor, Rich Roach. And everything getting started with that. And the other thing I wanted to touch on with you, Fish, before we get to scoring and halftime stats was recently our own Brianne O'Neill, the point guard here for WBCB Sports, was recognized at the George Waugh dinner.
Well, no, she wasn't. That's coming up. That's in March. But she was at the media day breakfast. But, yes, she is being recognized. She's getting the, what is it,
so will she be at the dinner in March then?
Yes, she will be at the dinner in March. The dinner is coming up. It was just announced, the award she was getting, and I can't remember. I can't remember the award that she's getting now. It's I forget, but it's well deserved. It's a really good award. She does everything for us here at BCB, and and she was when I called to tell her, she was like speechless. She was kind of like almost like scared. Because Brianne, she doesn't like to be out front.
She's behind the scenes.
She likes to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And when I interviewed her at the media day breakfast, she could tell she was uncomfortable being interviewed. She goes, we're the ones used to getting the interviews, not giving the interviews, but it is a well-deserved award. I can't believe I can't remember the name of it. There's 12 awards, so I can't keep track of them all.
Well, at some point tonight, it'll come to you here as we're at halftime right now. We got the break, and it was a good start for Hamilton West, and they kept things going 26-16.
Oh, wait, the Tony Persicelli Meritorious Service Award.
See, I knew it would.
Yes.
Okay, we'd get there.
Back to the game.
26-16 at halftime, and give us the numbers here from first half action. Fish.
Here are the numbers for Hamilton West. Carell Miller leads the way with 9 points. Elijah Henriquez with 7. Norian Martinez with 5. Nikai Bradshaw with 3. And Luke Radoslavich with 2. So pretty good balanced scoring there for the Hornets. Hamilton shooting 9 for 18. They've shot 50% both quarters. 4 for 8 in the first, 5 for 10 in the second, 9 for 18 overall. They're 4 for 6 from the foul line. They have committed just 3 turnovers. They have really played a really strong all-around game. Nottingham, 4 points apiece for James Rumpf and Liam Cox, 3 apiece for Quashawn Roberts and Harry Bissett, and 2 for Dante Vasquez. North Stars shooting both 33% from both the field and the foul line. 6 for 18 from the field, 2 for 6 from the foul line. North Stars have committed 4 turnovers. Both teams protecting the ball pretty well. Nottingham out rebounding the West by 12-11, so that's fairly even there. And I'll tell you what, Pilgrim, if you want to look for the X factor, the difference maker, look no further than Elijah Henriquez, the junior. In his first game against these guys, in that first game, he had 2 points and 2 rebounds. His career high is 8 points. He's already just 1 point away from that. and he has been quite the difference. And Carell Miller also with 3 3-pointers. Miller also struggled in that first game. He only had, well, no, he had 12 points in that game. So he had 4 3-pointers, 1 in each quarter, but he's ahead of that pace now. So those two have been the difference. Nottingham just, they seem a little flat. You know, there's times they showed some spark there in that first quarter. Liam Cox got that steal and went in for the layup, but he didn't finish the 3-point play. Then they got a 3, and you thought that might lift them, but Hamilton has had the answer every time, and they have made it tough for Nottingham inside to get anything going. They haven't really been able to get a lot of good looks from the outside. Nottingham's going to have to figure out a better way to attack this defense, and I think you might see more aggressive defense by the Northstars. I mean, who knows? They might even switch to a man-to-man here and see what they can do there. Maybe try to get some turnovers. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but they got to make some changes. You're down 10 points. You got 60 minutes to make that up, and right now Hamilton West is feeling a lot of confidence. If they can keep riding this wave of confidence, they're gonna pull the upset. If Nottingham has to be able to kind of get this game close, put a little pressure on the Hornets, let them think, uh-oh, here we go, and see where that goes. So that's it for halftime.
All right, back to action here. Celebrating 50 years of business supporting your community. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford, they have it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford, a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford, they service all makes and models. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business as we are back to action. CVC tournament opening round as James Rumpf holds for the Nottingham Northstars.
And Quashawn Roberts coming out and starting this second half after hitting that 3.
Pass deflected by Enriquez, loose on the floor. Cox able to bounce to Bissett to keep it alive. And there's Quashawn Roberts, healthy 3, no, and another chance for the Northstars, and then it's knocked out of bounds over there.
Yeah, I get the feeling Robin wants to get some offense going. He figures Quashawn Roberts could hit a few jumpers and get things going, but that one was way too hard.
Yeah, a little, you got to get at a little closer range.
Yeah. Well, he's not shy, Quashawn Roberts, I can tell you that.
Well, he can hit him from there, but you got a better chance if you narrow the gap a little bit.
Yeah, I would say.
Bradshaw inside to Radoslavich, out to Carell Miller. As we're just a little bit more than a minute gone in the third quarter, back to action here on WBCB. Martinez from downtown, no, and Carell Miller flying in. Offensive rebound, Radoslavich, bank open, not this time, and Bissett pulls in the long rebound. Bissett out to Roberts. Roberts slowed up by Martinez. Yeah, we haven't seen some of the sharpshooters from Nottingham get a lot of good looks. There, the bank shot from Rumpf off the window, and then Liam Cox, looks like a jump ball, and arrow for the Hornets. So we're going the other way.
No, you're right. There have not been a lot of open looks.
Yeah, they're doing something very difficult to be good interior defense. And there's a steal, and then Liam Cox.
I thought he might have got caught for a double dribble there. He started to dribble, stopped, and then started again, but I guess nobody saw that but me.
Martinez called for a blocking foul.
Another
that might have been a clear path foul in the NBA. Pretty smart foul probably in that situation for Martinez.
Yeah.
Dormeville out to Rumpf. Rumpf driving, hanging in the air, doesn't get the bounce, and then it's last off of Liam Cox. Last off of the Hornets. It will stay with the Northstars.
Well, Nottingham, shots are looking like they might go, hanging on the rim and rolling off. It is.
Bissett on the inbound, catch and shoot. No, Rumpf with the offensive rebound, and he takes contact from Henriquez, and Elijah Henriquez picks up his third.
Well, that's not good for Hamilton because he's really been a key performer in this game.
All right, timeout taken by the Hornets, and we'll let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by the all-new Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue. 1,400 tariff-free cars there at 1655 North Olden Avenue, Hyundai of Trenton. Thanks also to the Hamilton Township Division of Health, offering a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot. Hamilton's Division of Health ready to help. And their caring nurses will bring the vaccine to you if that is needed. As we're back to action, HamiltonNJ.com/health for more info. Dormeville with the right-handed runner, no, and out of bounds, back to Hamilton West.
Nottingham 0 for 5 to start this quarter. Hamilton's just 2 shots, missed them both. We haven't had a point yet in the second half.
Everybody's got the 0 for.
Yeah, you know, remember when you said at the beginning of the game, muddy up the waters? We're about as thick a mud as you can get.
Bradshaw with the jump shot, can't hit, but second chance for Hamilton West. Nice job there by Williams. Keep it alive, give him another look. Williams now surveys the floor. And Hamilton West in no hurry. They can limit the number of possessions here.
Yeah, I mean, Nottingham, they had that one defensive set where they came out and extended that zone and got something out of it. Not doing that right now. Just kind of letting Hamilton.
Now Rumpf extends the zone a little bit. They start to hurry them up. Williams takes the pass. Jump stop out to Miller. He can't connect, and the ball ricochets to Rumpf. James Rump's inside to Dormeville. Dormeville tries to reverse lay-in off the window. No. Miller over to Bradshaw. And the Hornets get set up again.
This is amazing. Are you half a quarter with not one team scoring?
Yeah, scoreless here as we reach the midway point of quarter number 3. And we've still got the same score we had at the halftime break. 26 for Hamilton West. 16 for the Northstars.
Wide open.
And Martinez can't finish. Radoslavich, offensive rebound and putback. And our first points of the second half go to Hamilton West. And Luke Radoslavich with his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, we talked about how he had to do a better job against Cox. Well, he's done a good job. 4 points, 4 rebounds right now.
Rump sees an opportunity to drive and gets it to go. Has the touch on the rim.
A lot of them have been spinning off for Nottingham.
Yeah, that almost rimmed out.
Yeah.
Back to a 10-point game. Martinez with the runner in the lane. Nice.
I'll tell you what, Hamilton's feeling it right now. They're feeling confident. They're aggressive.
Bissett bounces to Rumpf. Rumpf driving off the back rim, and it's pulled down by Bradshaw. Martinez in transition. Nice pass across to Radoslavich. Gets the whistle and a trip to the line. Yeah, and the Hornets certainly feeling it here in these last couple of minutes.
Yep. Chris, we saw that first game. Would you ever have imagined this kind of domination by Hamilton in the rematch? I mean,
yeah, from that game, one of the things that's surprising to me is that we have not seen a lot of outside shooting from Nottingham. And you got Bissett out there. You have some guys who can knock it down from distance. And either they're not getting the looks or that's just not the game plan tonight. Maybe you credit this Hamilton West defense for
Now, Thomas Coleman has not done.
He hasn't gotten a lot of minutes tonight.
No, I'm not sure if maybe he's under the weather or.
Radoslavich at the line makes it 32-18 Hamilton West.
Well,
still a ton of time. And
yeah,
the North Stars, Vasquez, they get it inside to him off the back rim. No, Liam Cox with the offensive rebound, and they bottle him up. They get a held ball, but the arrow favoring the North Stars, so we'll stay down here. Vasquez.
That's a lot of inside shots, too, that Nottingham is having going off the front of the rim, the back of the rim.
3 right there, way too strong from Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine.
On the drive, Bradshaw tripped up. And we'll see who picks up the foul for the North Stars. That is Darlin Antoine. And Martinez sends it into Carell Miller. Around the perimeter, Bradshaw, and you do see the North Stars have gone into a man defense look. Bradshaw driving, left-hand finish.
Well, and that's what happens when you go man. That gives them a chance to take it to the hoop a little bit more.
Dormeville working the baseline, elevates, and he gets 2. Big time bucket there for Chris Dormeville. Radoslavich puts on the brakes up top to Martinez. Martinez, runner from the free throw line. No, Liam Cox with the rebound. In transition to Bissett. Too strong off the glass. Liam Cox tries to put it back up, and he gets to the line.
Cox playing like a man possessed on that sequence.
Well, you can see anytime something positive happens for the North Stars, he's trying to root his team on. He's trying to bring the energy in addition to the play. But North Stars have not been good at the line tonight.
They haven't been good at the line. They haven't been good from the field. Not a good offensive night. Hamilton's already surpassed what it scored in the first game between these two.
Well, and yet, for the Hornet fans, you know you got a lot of high school basketball left with 1:25 to go, and you've seen this North Star
Now
team.
they got the press.
Yeah, try to apply the pressure.
Hamilton
They
broke
break it
easily.
up to Bradshaw. Layup.
All of a sudden, Bradshaw's starting to come to life.
And the Hornets by 15. Drop it into Vasquez. Vasquez in heavy traffic. No, Liam Cox tries to stick back. Loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Martinez. Martinez weaving through defenders. Out to Miller. And there, good decision by Hamilton West to slow things down.
Hold it for that last, hey.
40 seconds, Martinez on the drive, drops it off, and Desir Williams with the finish.
Wow, was that pretty.
Right there, they look inside to Liam Cox, and goes off of him, taken it back by the Hornets, and then Radoslavich, his pass, they kick it, so we get a whistle and a stop with 28.5 to go third quarter.
I'll tell you what, I mean, Nottingham came in here with 4 wins in a row. They are traditionally a team that's playing better as the end of the year, and this is just amazing.
Inbound to Martinez, coast to coast, gets the bucket and the whistle.
Well,
that just hung on the rim, and he had the perfect touch.
Yep, and that's kind of indicative of the night. Everything going Hamilton's way.
And now checking in for Hamilton West, Khalil Hardwick. And Radoslavich gets a breather.
Ooh, man.
He's had a great night. some big-time blocks and some clutch buckets. And now his teammate at the line trying to finish a three-point play, gets the bounce. And it's a 20-point Hamilton West lead.
Yeah, they nearly have them doubled up here.
A drive by Dormeville. Doesn't get the finish, keeps it alive, and then Rumpf has it ripped away by Khalil Hardwick, and he's forced to foul. Rumpf whistled for the reach-in on Khalil Hardwick. Enriquez checking back in. And Hardwick congratulated for his defensive effort.
Yep. Everybody on that floor for Hamilton is just playing above and beyond right now. Both ends of the court.
Williams bounces into Bradshaw, and then Bradshaw contact. And James Rumpf whistled for the push.
And that's his third.
And it's a bonus time for Hamilton West.
Yep.
Foul number 5 on the North Stars with 11.5 to go in the third quarter puts Bradshaw at the line for 2. Big thanks to DiLorenzo's Pizza. Also the Trenton Thunder making portions of tonight's game possible. Summer is just around the corner. Another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball full and half season memberships, as well as multi-game packages on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets and learn more today. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. So 42-21, Dormeville with a shovel pass across the rump. His first shot is blocked, stays with it. And that one doesn't have enough on it. We reach the end of quarter number 3. It's Hamilton West 42 and Nottingham 21 in CVC opening round action. All right, we're going to step aside and return to the home of the North Stars for more high school basketball in just a moment on the WBCB Sports Network.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies.
Hey, don't forget, if you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Radoslavich inbounds just in front of us, gets it to Martinez. They try to trap the point guard, but a little burst of speed right there, and Thomas Coleman forced to foul.
Well, Chris, I told you before the game, I said, you know, Nottingham's probably favored in this game by the record and seedings, but I've seen the favorites lose this game before. Well, I'm not surprised that Hamilton could win this game, but I am surprised at the utter domination that they have shown in this game. It has been pretty impressive.
Impressive night for the Hornets. Tonight's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Wishing all of the students in the area the best of luck throughout the school year. Proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Miller's pass deflected, and Radoslavich then is fouled. Thomas Coleman picks up another quick foul.
You know, I bet they must have been pretty mad after that last game, because they came out here and they were fired up, ready to go. They have not trailed in this game. The game was tied once at 2-2.
And the Hornets, they had been on the struggle bus. They were 1-4 coming into this game over the last 5. There's Miller for 3. Rims out, no. Enriquez gets the bouncing ball. Hook shot. Doesn't quite get that one to go. Rims out, and Vasquez brings it up the floor. Out to Thomas Coleman. Bounce entry into Vasquez. And now Coleman driving. And I think they're going to call that on the floor as a foul picked up by Radoslavich. That's number 2 on Luke. As they flip it into Bissett. They've been getting it to Vasquez in that high post area. Vasquez, though, his shot just a little bit short. Looked like that was partially deflected. And as Martinez brings it up the floor.
You know, they.
What was that? Was a.
I don't know if they traveled or.
I guess there's something. Martinez, as he was in the backcourt, turns it over.
I think it was an offensive foul on Radoslavich.
Dormiville, his shot off the mark, and then deflected off of Radoslavich, so stays with the North Stars. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Thomas Coleman drops it off to Rumpf, and then Rumpf gets to the line. Well, winner gets to play in the CVC quarterfinal on Thursday. But might be facing a tough Trenton Tornado group that earned the number 2 seed in this CVC bracket.
Well, I'll tell you something. At this rate, Hamilton's going to go in there with a heck of a lot of confidence.
When they say, when it rains, it pours. And tonight, everything's gone wrong for the North Stars.
Yes, it is.
Timeout on the floor gives us an opportunity to remind you that tonight's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. I'd like to take this opportunity wishing all the students in the area the best of luck throughout the school year. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And also, big thanks to Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, celebrating 50 years of business, supporting your community. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford, a great variety of EV vehicles. They service all makes and models, and they're known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's newest, the largest new commercial vehicle center, Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Rumpf connects at the line to cut it to a 20-point game. Bradshaw tries the left, shot is blocked, and ball went out of bounds. Last off of the North Stars, so stays with Hamilton West.
Chris, I mentioned we were off the air. Hamilton has shot exactly 50% in each of all 3 quarters. That's pretty.
Talk about consistency.
Yeah, pretty weird, but it's pretty impressive.
You're not going to see that happen
too
often on a stat sheet.
And they got one more basket each time. 4 for 8, 5 for 10, 6 for 12.
Bradshaw with the runner. Tries to go off glass. It comes up short. Thomas Coleman in transition. Hezzy drive. Not quite strong enough. Can't get that one over the rim.
I don't even want to tell you what Nottingham's shooting. It is not pretty. 8 for 34 coming into this quarter.
Yeah, not a pretty night for the North Stars. Miller for 3. No, but nobody blocks him out. He just gets his own rebound easily. And there's Martinez on the drive. He gets the finish.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I think. Well, let's wait till we have a little break.
Coleman over to Dormeville on the wing. He fires away and connects. Chris Dormeville for three.
You know, Nottingham has never been able to press in this game because they haven't been getting baskets. They haven't been able to do what they want to do. Hamilton's been able to do everything they want to do.
Wow, Thomas Coleman right there. I thought he had a reach-in foul for sure, but they say it's a jump ball. And the North Stars with the arrow.
I think this game maybe was lost by Nottingham at the beginning of that third quarter because Hamilton didn't score for 4 minutes, but Nottingham didn't take advantage. They didn't. Oh, there's another turnover. You know, they just didn't. They didn't cut in to that lead that they could have. And you know, when you get 4 minutes to try to cut into a lead and you don't do it, sooner or later the other team's going to score, and that's exactly what happened.
Martinez with a wild shot that goes over the backboard and out of bounds. And the other thing, you're looking for a little bit of energy out of that halftime break, and the North Stars had a little more defensive intent. Another one from Dormeville. Back-to-back threes.
Yeah, well, they needed that earlier. I don't know. 16 points in 4:18. That's a tall order.
And timeout taken. I believe this is, the North Stars take timeout with 4:18 remaining. Tonight's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Division of Health. They offer a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, a pneumonia shot. Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. If you or a loved one, if you're homebound, their caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that might be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for kids. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health, experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton.
Well, Chris, if Nottingham is going to have any kind of chance in this game, it starts right now. They got to put on this press. They got to start getting not just one, but about 2 or 3 turnovers on the press that they turn into transition buckets quickly.
And now pressure in the backcourt. Bradshaw across the timeline. Nice job to
that was key.
Break the pressure. They get it down low, and Williams shuffled the feet, did a little dance down there, called for a travel. So there's a stop for the North Stars.
Yeah. Got to get quick buckets, though, too. I mean, you're in a position where...
Well, there's one from Roberts. Quashawn Roberts for 3.
Oh, that's
and
9
here they
in a
come.
row.
A 5-second violation on the Hornets. They did not get that in play in time.
Oh.
And as the North Stars are heating up, they'll get another look. Checking in for Hamilton West is Keon Tucker.
I'll tell you what, if you can get this to under 10 with 3 minutes left.
Roberts again from three-point land. And it is a 10-point game. Breaking the pressure up to Martinez. He splits defenders, great handle, gets it to
find.
Enriquez, and Enriquez's shot. Collier's Boyd.
Wow. Boy, that was blocked with with authority.
Yeah, he came from the top rope right there.
Well,
and so timeout on the floor here, 3:28 to go, Fish.
Yeah, for the first time in this game, I think Nottingham may have Hamilton a little bit rattled. It's been, it's been closer. They got within 7 in the first half, but all of a sudden the North Stars are coming on. This is their first legitimate run of the game. 12 straight, went on 4 straight three-pointers. You know, this is where Hamilton has got to keep its cool. It still has to realize it still has a 10-point lead. It's still just get the ball in, work the ball around, and you know, don't try to get too crazy, but don't just try to hold the ball either. If you can attack. With Nottingham, they just want to keep it going. They want to put some more pressure on. Like I said, if they can get this under 10 within the next 30 seconds or so. Oh, that ball went off of, oh my.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a Hornet basketball.
I did too, holy cow.
It's the North Stars who inbound with 3:28 to go for fourth quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Check out TrentonThunder.com/tickets. The set starts to dribble, gives it up to Rumpf. Now Dormeville, he has heated up. Spin move, scoop shot, got it. And it's an 8-point game.
Yes, it is.
With 3 minutes remaining, and then Martinez double teamed, and a whistle, a foul on James Rumpf.
Yeah. Chris Raba is not happy with that call. I didn't even see it. Too many bodies in front of me.
I looked down at my stat sheet for a moment. And next thing you know, you got Martinez over there with 2 defenders around. Now Miller looking to inbound. They need to get this one in time. It's another 5-second violation on Hamilton West.
Wow.
I mean, that seemed like a kind of a quick 5 seconds, but they need to get this in play. Bissett, catch and shoot. Yes! And it's a 5-point game as the North Stars continue to cut into this Hamilton West lead. A steal by Rumpf. And Bradshaw with the block up top, but whistled for contact, and that will send James Rumpf to the free throw line. A push foul on Nikai Bradshaw.
Well, here's where Nottingham has got to make these free throws. 4 for 10 on the game.
And on the other hand, as you said, Fish, this is where Hamilton West, they need to find their composure.
Yes.
Because right now, they have lost it.
Yes. Well, an 18-point run.
And could make that a 19-point run here at the line as James Rumpf can make it a 1-possession game. Feels like just moments ago, this felt like Hamilton West was running away with this CVC opening round game. Long pass up to Martinez. Able to secure it, puts on the brakes, works the baseline, and gets to the free throw line.
Big time free throws coming up.
Martinez right there, just too quick. Kind of changed direction.
Well, Hamilton's been hitting their free throws, but now the pressure is a lot bigger now.
And now that's foul number 4 on the North Stars here in the fourth quarter. So the next one will put the Hornets at the free throw line for the remainder.
Clutch by Martinez, clutch.
Still a ton of time left in this one, 2:41 remaining.
I mean, the other team's on a 19-0 run and got it to 1 possession, and you have to hit 2 foul shots, and you hit the first one. That's just, I didn't get that one, though.
He goes 1 for 2, makes it a 4-point game. Bissett out on the wing, up top now to Dormeville. Inside to Vasquez. Catch and shoot, Bissett, another 3 for Harry Bissett.
Wow. I mean, Chris, I'm like speechless. I cannot believe what is unfolding here. I cannot believe it. They have knocked a 22-point deficit to 1 in less than 3 minutes. I mean,
And a couple of big threes from Dormiville helped to start to turn this thing around. And
well,
now
let's see,
a
1,
one-point
2.
game. Don't forget you missed the action here on BCB. Read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local, national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian.
They've got, in this run, they've got 6 3-pointers. 2 for Dormiville, 2 for Roberts, 2 for Bissett. I mean, this is, and now Hamilton's got to inbound again, and that's been a problem.
Yeah, a couple of times in the fourth quarter, they've gotten called for 5-second violations, unable to find an inbound outlet.
And this place is rocking. This Nottingham side is as loud as I've heard it all year.
Corral Miller into
They got it
Williams.
in.
And now Martinez. This is the guy they want.
Yeah, he's the man.
Martinez guarded by Roberts. Roberts nearly getting counted, and it is a 5-second violation. He never got separation from the defender. And a 5-second violation earned there by Quashawn Roberts. So not only big-time three-pointers from Roberts, but right there,
big-time defense.
Defensive stop.
Absolutely, he was all over him. And now Nottingham, you don't want Nottingham to rush anything, but you want them to stay aggressive.
Dormiville bounces inside, and Collier's Boyd puts the shot up quickly and takes a push. In the act of shooting, gets to the line.
Well, I'm not sure if this is the guy you want at the line right now if you're Nottingham. He hasn't really played much all game. But then again,
we are all tied up at 45.
Chris, did you ever think you would say those words?
Certainly not in the third quarter tonight.
Or how about halfway through this quarter?
Not even at halftime. 2 for 2 at the line for Collier's Boyd.
You know what it is? When somebody starts hitting, everybody starts hitting. And they're just going to keep this press on, and why not?
Martinez over midcourt, over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw bouncing into the lane and gets to the free throw line. So now this may end up being a free throw contest.
Maybe.
Hamilton West in the bonus. And the next foul that the Hornets commit will put the Northstars in the bonus for the remainder.
Well, now the pressure all on the Kai Bradshaw. He's got 8 in this game. He's 4 for 6 from the line. Make it 5 for 7.
Well, we just saw Collier's Boyd go 2 for 2 at the stripe. Can Bradshaw match it?
Nope.
Not quite. Tied up at 46. Collier's Boyd shovels over to Bissett. Now Dormiville holds. Starts to go right, and offensive foul called on Vasquez. A moving screen away from the ball. So a costly mistake that time by Nottingham. And Hamilton West can go back in front. That's where they have been for the majority of tonight's game.
Yeah.
Martinez goes left in the paint.
Nice
drops
pass.
it off to Enriquez, and he is mugged and will get to the line.
Well, those are the two that have been the big difference makers for Hamilton tonight. Martinez and
Roberts there, Fish picking up his 4th. So we remain remain tied at 46 with Enriquez given another chance to break the deadlock. Off the back rim, he can't get it done, and Liam Cox chases down the loose ball. And now with 1:12 remaining, Dormiville here, they may be content to try to play for a final shot.
They may.
A lot of time, though, to try to work. As we've got a minute left. Up top to Bissett.
Well, they may run it down to about 30 and then, or 20, call another timeout. They're in no rush.
Dormiville here goes around the defender. Off glass with the right hand, no. Offensive rebound, another chance for the North Stars. Collier's Boyd, heavy traffic. Nearly loses it, but rips it right back from Correll Miller. And now Coach Raba will take timeout with 37 seconds to go here in this CVC opening round game. And we are even at 46, coming in for a landing. And great to have you with us. Tonight's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association.
Boy, at the rate Dormiville's been going, you think everything he's going to throw up is going to go in this quarter. He had 2 points entering this quarter. He's got 8 now, or 10 for the game.
Again, thanks to Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business, supporting your community, supporting tonight's game. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Half a minute remaining. Dormiville with the dribble up top for the North Stars. Into Kashawn Roberts. Hook shot off glass and good. And the North Stars in front by a bucket. Radoslavich gets the inbound, and the Hornets take timeout. So
what a shot by Kashawn Roberts. He's feeling it too. 3 for 3 in this quarter, Chris.
And right now, the North Stars have their first lead, I think, all night long tonight.
All night. No,
and this
they were up 46-45.
Well, and this is when you want it here.
Yeah. Yep. Like the North Carolina-Duke game the other night. North Carolina didn't lead until the final shot at the buzzer. But there's more. 15.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, certainly enough time for Hamilton West to get a good look at the bucket and maybe even try to see if they can get one of their outside shots to work. I think right now you're playing for a good look inside with Enriquez.
Yeah. Enriquez, or Radoslavich. Maybe you get Norian Martinez open on the perimeter. You hit a 3 to try to win it.
Martinez, and the other great shooter is Correll Miller, who is putting the ball in play. He bounces to Martinez.
Nottingham not pressing now. Just straight up, back to the zone.
10 seconds remaining. Bradshaw to Martinez. Martinez guarded by Bissett.
Better run it.
Correll Miller double teamed. He wanted to get the shot off. It's poked out of bounds. And it's last off of the North Stars. So 1.1 remaining.
Wow. Well, I don't know what you're going to do here if you're Hamilton. It's got to be a catch and shoot.
You got to catch it and let it go right away.
There it is.
To Martinez. That will count, but it's too strong. And the North Stars with a come-from-behind win in the opening round of the CVC tournament.
And they are storming the floor. You don't see that too often.
48-46 the final. And it's the North Stars who get to move on to the quarterfinal round.
Absolutely unbelievable. Chris, I'll tell you what, I've seen comebacks of this, this big before, but never have I seen him in such a short amount of time. Nottingham started their run with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. They were down 22, and they won the game. Are you kidding me?
Well, stay with us. We're going to wrap this one up here in just a moment. We'll talk to our player of the game from the North Stars. And as Fish said, a great come-from-behind victory. Big thanks to Rich Fisher, Mercer County Sports Hall of Famer, for being with us throughout the night. And yeah, it looked like Hamilton West had this thing locked up late in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, had a 20-point advantage, but they could not hold on. All right, I got to figure out who our North Star of the game is going to be. Looks like Fish is talking to Kashawn Roberts. Either him, maybe Chris Dormeville. He also hit some big threes as they able to mount that comeback and move on to the quarterfinal round. A big win for Nottingham. We'll be back here to the home of the North Stars in just a moment.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top...
All right, welcome back to Nottingham High School, the home of the North Stars. Chris Dormeville is our player of the game. Congratulations on this big win. You guys had to come from behind to get this victory. What allowed you guys to do that in the fourth quarter and mount a huge comeback?
Our coach told us we're playing sloppy and we're the seniors, so we got to pick it up. And me and Liam did that. And Quay showing off the bench, too. He had a lot of points and a lot of energy.
I mean, what was Hamilton West doing well? What allowed them? I mean, what was the problem that required you guys to come back in this one to get the win?
There's no one's giving me problems. They're very aggressive. I couldn't get around the screen without being their man, so I had to rely on my outside shot.
All right, talk about your team and how you guys believe in each other, even when you're down pretty big. It seems like right now you guys are riding some momentum now, 5-game win streak. That must feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's our mentality of the team. We got a full team this year. Everyone could do it. We all can hit shots, and we all different. We're all leaders.
And you stepped up with big threes in the fourth quarter, but Harry had to make some big shots. Quashawn really was a team effort, and you guys also ramped up the defensive intensity. What was the change? What was did you guys change from zone to man? Kind of do some different things?
Oh, we kept on throwing different defenses at them, different aggression, and mans, jumping. That's it. And zones. Playing aggressive.
All right, guys, give it up. The North Stars with a big win as they move on here into the quarterfinal round of the CVC tournament. We're coming right back to wrap this one up on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
I mean, this game looked like it was over after the third quarter. Hamilton West had a 42-21 lead over the North Stars, but a furious comeback by Nottingham, including some big-time threes from our player of the game, Chris Dormeville. Also, Harry Bissett with some big connections, and Quashawn Roberts helping to power them to this come-from-behind victory and move on to the CVC quarterfinal round. Big thanks to our crew here, Ethan Maldonado behind the camera, Gus the Bus Barber doing our video engineering, Rich Fisher, Mercer County Sports Hall of Famer, helping to break down the action, and thanks to all of our sponsors as well, including the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, Saul Funeral Homes, the Trenton Thunder, DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, the Trentonian, Haldeman Ford, and also Hyundai of Trenton, the Hamilton Township Division of Health. I think we got them all. Great community support for high school hoops, and a big win for the Nottingham Northstars as they come from behind to take it 48-46 in the CVC opening round. And again, thanks to the crew, thanks to you for being with us, and we'll continue our CVC tournament coverage here. I think we'll follow this team as we move forward, but stay with us. Check out WBCB as we've got some more games coming on Thursday as well. It's postseason, so you know we're never sure from one game to the next when it comes to I don't know, all of the logistics that can be involved. But here tonight, the North Stars with a big win. One final time, the final score, it was Nottingham 48, Hamilton